Welcome to our employment tax update for August 2024. This month we will cover a detailed report by the Super Members Council regarding unpaid superannuation in Australia. We will provide detail around a recent superannuation guarantee case in relation to jockeys. And finally, we will get you up to speed on the latest regarding superannuation on paid parental leave. Last week, the Super Members Council released a report titled Fixing Unpaid Super, Making Super Fairer for Workers and Employers Alike. Per the report, modelling shows that in 1 year, 2.8 million Australians missed out on $5.1 billion in legal super entitlements. Looking at underpayments across a period of 9 years, Australians missed out on $41.6 billion in super, with the average affected worker missing out on $1,800 in super per year. This $1,800 results in potentially more than $30,000 less in retirement savings for a typical worker, and the report suggests the problem is getting worse, with Australians losing more money at a higher average. From an industry perspective, the construction, trades and transport sectors were key industries particularly prone to unpaid superannuation. In 2021 to 22, 41% of labourers and 36% of machinery operators missed out on their super, highlighting the need for stricter compliance measures. The ATO has also identified the retail trade and accommodation food services industries to be in the top 3 high-risk industries, alongside construction in recent years. Recommendations from the Super Members Council includes the implementation of payday super in full and on time, underpinned by strong and meaningful legislation, and to improve the enforcement regime with a more proactive approach, stronger penalties and full use of the ATO's digital capabilities. This can be achieved through targets around the amount of unpaid super to be recovered, measuring the amount of enforcement actions resulting from proactive investigations through ATO data matching, and making greater use of Part 7 penalties for intentional or systematic non-compliance, as well as imposing criminal penalties under wage theft legislation where applicable. A recent tribunal decision classified jockeys as employees under the Superannuation Guarantee Act, requiring race clubs to make super contributions. The AAT found that jockeys who raced at racetracks operated by the Australian Turf Club met the extended employee definition under Section 12.8 of the Superannuation Guarantee Administration Act 1992, requiring the taxpayer to make superannuation contributions on the jockey's behalf. Although the tribunal found that subsection 12.3 was not applicable since there was no evidence of a contract, and the engagement of the jockey was not wholly or principally for labour, as they were paid on an ad hoc, race-by-race basis, the AET considered section 12.8 applied on the basis the jockey was paid to perform or present in relation to any music, play, dance, entertainment, sport, display or promotional activity. And finally, starting July 1st, 2025, government-funded paid parental leave will include superannuation contributions. This amendment aims to provide parents with a more secure retirement by addressing the gap in super during parental leave. Thank you for joining our employment tax update for August 2024. It is evident that superannuation guarantee non-compliance continues to be a hot topic, with more and more Australians being paid less than the legislative requirement. If you are yet to undertake a review of your compliance, please let us know, and we would be pleased to have a confidential discussion around some key considerations. As always, please feel free to connect with your local RSM contact, being myself and Peter in Melbourne, Gina and Neve in Perth, and Jason in Sydney.